Hello, 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 and welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I'm Bima, better known as Els, and we are going to be working on the 8x8. So this was this week's video. We made this little 8x8 flippy floppy thing. And so we're going to decorate it today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to decorate. And I have, hey Steph, I have a paper kit here. Let's take a look. I've used this one on a couple of projects. I actually like it, you know. So I have this kit, and it has, you know, some stuff. And I thought it was a good size for this. And we're going to be using some tea-dyed paper as well, I think. So let me grab some of that. And maybe some parchment. No, not quite. Yes. I think some ivory. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I think most of what I have that's tea-dyed is either, you know, damaged or it's too dark. Yeah, it's too dark. Too brown, not yellow enough. So we'll play with that later. We felt so long. Well, for me, this is what? This is Friday. So this is like my Wednesday. Yeah. All right. So obviously the stamping is going to show through, so I'm going to have to, you know, do something with that. Let's look for some washi tape. Let's get started with that. Let's see if we've got some washi that will work on this project. So if you made this book, get it out. Let's do this. Like that. No. Like to have, you know, 3 or 4 washies that I like with a project. Let's see. Nothing in there. This has got some blues in it. We could certainly use that. These are going to be too dark. That one is got a steamship on it. That's not going to work. All right, let's see. What do we got here that we might like? Ooh, we got this one. That'll work. What else? Nothing really else in here, I don't think. Maybe Secret Garden. That might work. One more. I need one more. I just want one more. What can I say? I'm greedy. That one will definitely work. And maybe that one. Okay, I'm good. I haven't looked in every box. I'm proud of me. I didn't look through every box. There's still one I haven't gone through.
Hi, this is Mike with Cox.
Carla!
Calling
Hi, honey. Haven't seen you in forever. All right, so the pages in here, I believe, are 7 3/4.
You said your name was Anna?
Yeah. 7 3/4. So we'll go at
Slow that down.
7.5 to cover them.
Quickly. AMU.
So we'll cut a few pieces of the parchment up front at 7 1/4, just because it'll make life easy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Trimmer tried to kill me.
That. Hey, listen, I got your internal ticket number here. Task
All right, let me
number
see. 7
094
Yes.
2328.
1, 2, 3 3/4. We're going to cut off 3 3/4.
No, this was an email ticket from you guys just saying dish issue at a circuit ID, and it's
Save that.
The ticket number you have is task
And then
0942328. So it's TASK.
So we're going to take 3/4 of an inch off of here, which will put us right about there.
0942328.
Give or take. Keep that too. What the hell? Why not? Right? Okay.
Let's see.
And I'm thinking I might want to
You
ink
guys
this.
reported to us is
Hey.
23
What's
Dot,
that?
kilo,
What's that?
golf,
So let's find an
golf,
ink. What
X-ray,
color should
dot,
we use?
000411 CRC.
I'm thinking something blue. Maybe tumbled glass. Because it's a nice light color.
23
Or Night of Navy.
K is in kilo, G is in golf, G is in golf, X is in X-ray. Dot.
Stormy
0,
Sky.
00411.
Tumbled glass. I think tumbled glass is not. I'm going to use Stormy Sky. Let's take a look at Stormy Sky and see what that looks like.
Yep.
We'll try it and see. If we like it, we'll use it. If not,
That is
we'll
our circuit ID.
change it out. Grab a handle here. Oh, I need a handle.
I'm from Cox. Well, I'm trying to find out what's exactly wrong because it looks like the circuit is up.
I'm going to use one of these strips to try
I'm trying to find out what the problem is.
and see if I
All
like
you
it.
guys referred to was a dish issue, so that really doesn't tell me anything. Yeah,
Let's
you
see.
know. Sure, thank you.
Yeah, I think this will work. All right, we're going to use Stormy Sky. Hi, Miss Mari. All right, so I cut a bunch of these down to size. And we're just going to ink them all up. And then, we'll kind of decide what we're going to do. This is parchment. Yeah, I like the Stormy Sky on there. Now I'm going to probably do this and decide I want to ink. I want to do the corners or something, you know, because I always do that. Because if it's inking. So, did anybody actually do this journal, this book, or, you know, am I crafting with me alone again? You know what they say about people that craft with themselves, right? You need to become a YouTuber. So this was Monday's video. It is an 8x8 flip-flop. And it's a simple, easy, quick one to do because it's mostly just cutting some file folders down and gluing them, you know,
Lapping.
onto the
Is that
cover.
what this is about?
And it's
Okay,
the cover
don't
I
see
made
any
out
errors
of
on the handout. I don't
just a
see any
piece, you know, a couple of
errors
pieces of
or-
scrapbook
or,
paper cut to
problems off of the handout.
11 by
board.
11.
The light levels all look
and
good.
then put some file folders
Give me
down
a-
to
give me a
7
second,
3/4.
I'll see if there's any cleared,
7
cleared alarms.
7.5, something like that. 7 3/4. I don't
Running
remember.
monitoring on
But we cut those down.
at the moment, but that all looks good.
Okay.
Let's see
Covered
if the,
these.
CNN cleared alarms.
Move this over. So this is the flip flop. The cover is made out of 8 by 8 inch canvas panels from the Dollar Tree, and then 10 by
It also
10
looks like
pieces of
this
scrapbook
went
paper,
down not too
and
long
then
ago.
1, 2, 3,
Uh,
4,
let's see. What's this?
5 file holders. All right, now let's get some
Yeah,
of
pretty much
these.
coincides with it looks like it lost power or something.
We're going to cut some of these down.
So my assumption at this point in time would be saying that the entire device lost power because
And I'm going to make sure that
it's
this
uptime
fits.
only a few hours, and that's what it's got for the last state change on the port handoff.
They are all just a hair too wide. Got to take
Sure.
about 1/4 of an inch off the edge. Ugh. After I inked them all. Hold on. Yeah.
Has it been stable since?
Take about 1/4 of an inch off, and then we'll re-ink.
Set it for a 24-hour auto close
Let's fit that this time.
or close it right now.
Okay, that's better. So now,
24-hour auto close. Okay, I can do that. Not a
I'll
problem.
go ahead and
All right. Come on. Anything else I can try to
put that
see?
edge back up. Now that I've sliced it
All
off
right.
there.
I thank you for your patience and understanding in this matter, and you have yourself a fantastic weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.
People are breaking their cable and breaking Mike's brain.
They are. They're breaking my brain today. Rude. Rude. Don't break my brain.
People are breaking his brain today. All right. So now, how big do we want this? 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. Okay. Hi, Steph. How you feeling, honey? Carla says harbor. Mari says harbor.
Hello, ladies.
We said 7 1/4, right? Yeah. Why does it always have to be the measurement that this thing doesn't have? You know what I mean? It's not the way it always works. 7 1/4. 7 1/4, give or take. Because this thing doesn't have 7 1/4, right? Okay. There's that one. And this. So we're winging 7 1/4. It's there someplace, give or take. Okay, let's see. That's specific. That one is specific. That one is specific. That one is specific. That one is specific. This one really isn't. So let's just do 7 1/4 by 7 1/4 on this one and be done with it. Boy, my printer does not print straight. That's probably me. Okay, give or take, those are all 7 1/4. We may need more, but for now. £6.12. Congrats. Congrats. Great auntie. Of course, congratulations to the mom and dad. Okay, so now we have an assortment of paper. What do I want on the front cover? Probably one of these. You know, the inside front cover. Maybe like that. Or that. So one of those two. So we're not going to do the front cover. We're going to just set those two to the side. I actually have two front covers because there's no front or back to this. Okay. We're going to glue these down. A lot of glue here, guys. Lots of glue. I could tape, but I actually want it to last more than a day or two. Hey, Gypsy. And then I'm going to put this one in. So we must ink, because we didn't ink the colored ones. We only inked the parchment. It's going to take a lot of paper to do this because there's a lot of sides to it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm only going to do every other page. So like this page I'll decorate in this one, but this one I'm going to leave and we'll put maybe lined paper here or just, I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it. No, we can't leave it. We'll just put some washi tape on it. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, but I'm going to go ahead and start putting these down. I'm putting this one here. Screw it. I only decorate half. I'll decorate half and then come back and do the other half. And a piece of parchment over here. Colored paper for decorating, parchment for writing. See what I mean? You're going to see the Amazon through it, so we're going to have to, I'm going to have to, you know. I'm going to have to put washi tape and stuff on. All right, we're inking. Inking. And gluing. He's 1/8 Hispanic and the rest redneck. Poor baby, he's got 7/8 redneck in him. Any white trash? Does he have any white trash in there? That's not a bad thing, by the way. We used to joke. I had this camper. I got it for free. It was a pop-up camper. And this lady she needed to get it out of where it was. And so she was willing to give it away. And we got over there and found out she'd been using it as storage. And it was a pop-up camper, so it was not in great shape. But do what we had to do. So I brought this thing home and I put it in my driveway. It was our redheaded stepchild. And Mike got home. He went, "What the hell is that?" I said, "It's a camper. We're going to fix it." He's like, "Okay." Then he opened it up and realized it was a shithole.
Yeah, I replaced a bunch of wood in that thing.
He was like, "Oh my God."
It was dry rot.
So the kids came home and they're like, "Ma," and I was like, "Yeah, we're going to fix it." And they were like, "What?" took my son, took Tyler about 14 total hours to scrub the linoleum floor in it.
And it wasn't that big.
And it wasn't that big.
It was that bad.
It was just that bad. And then probably 2 days to get the stove cleaned to the point like where you could tell it was a stove again. And then all the kids took all of the foam and everything out of it, like all the seats and the bed, mattresses and everything. And they put them in those big Christmas bags, you know, that you get for like a bicycle. And then they put water in them and soap. And they put Big Brain Boy in there when he was little and had him bouncing up and down in there to wash them.
Yeah, we garbage bag washed them and then sucked them with a wet dry vac.
And then they put a wet dry vac into the bag and sucked all the water out.
It worked.
So, and then we found out there was dry rot in the roof. So Mike had to pull the flashing back and replace all of that. And we had to replace part of the siding. And then all of the gas lines had to be replaced. We never bothered with the water. We were like, no, not even going to bother with it.
Yeah, took that right out.
Took that tank right out of there. Well, the other advantage was that you could plug it in straight to a hose to have water.
Yeah.
It just didn't come out hot. But that was okay. You know, we would do hot water on the fire for the kitchen, you know, to do the dishes and stuff, and then just rinse it in cold water. And it worked out okay. Okay, I put this one down totally crooked. See? Totally crooked, but, you know, we'll work around it. All right, this one needs some ink.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to cut some more paper because we don't have enough to cover it. Those are all a little bit more fussy. Okay, and this one will go here. Yes, yes, okay. And I remember the first time we took it out, we didn't take the kids with us. We left all the kids at home. And it was me and Mike and my mom. We figured that way, if it had a problem, we, you know, didn't have the kids with us. And so we took it out for the first time. And nobody could get it to back up. Like, it did not want to back up properly. All right, let me see. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3 more sheets of this. Mm-hmm. 7 3/4. Keeping that. 7 3/4. know if we're keeping that, but for now we are. Okay, put that down. Put this away. That down. All right, we're going to ink this. We're going to see if that fits. No, we cut it too big again. See, good thing we checked. We're going to take 1/4 of an inch off there. And about 1/4 of an inch off of here. We knew that measurement was wrong. Why did we cut it again? Why'd you guys let me do that? Okay, let's try it. A little bit more off here. Out there, somebody's crying because I'm tearing up this parchment. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I'm no good at measuring. Let's be honest. Kind of suck at it sometimes. Y'all don't even want to know how many times it takes me to put a project together before I can actually write the measurements down. There are multiples of every project. I did one today. For the life of me, I must have cut this one piece about 5 times just trying to get the video done. Could not get it straight in my head how big that piece needed to be. I cut it the wrong size, the exact same wrong size, 3 times in a row. All right, now we're going to try this again. I'm going to measure one of these so I know how big this piece needs to be. This is 7.5, 7 3/8. And now we're going to try and cut this piece and this piece. 1, 2. Yes, those 2. We're going to cut these 2. All right. We're going to use this one. I don't know why. It doesn't have a damn thing, but you know. So we're going to cut this part off. Seven and a half. Kind of like that side better. Let me take this and make this straight, and then we'll see. Okay, this one, 7.5, this way. And then 7 3/8. 1, 2, 3. That should be 7 3/8 right there. That fits. All right, 7.5. There. Rid of this. One, 2, 3, 7 3/8. Whew, cutting that close. Get that put away. Hi, Christine. All right, now inky dinky doo. Here we go. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky. Inky dinky doo. We inky dinky. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky. Inky dinky doo. Okay. Right there. Like that. Gluing. And in it goes. Yes, no, in it goes. So that one's going to get one of the special papers. This gets one of these. Sleep with the goofy juice. What are you doing in the ER? Woman, what did you do? Are you okay? I mean, you don't have to tell us why you're there, just if you're okay. But you're going home, so I'm assuming that you're sort of okay. But you never know anymore. They could send you home. Okay, that one's going there. And we have one more here, and then we have to do the front cover things, which we're going to cut out of the 2 pieces that I pulled already. And then we're going to sit here and fussy cut a whole bunch of stuff and put some pockets and things in here and then, you know, get it done. Get it done. Just bonus issues from the fall you had about, oh, yeah. They're just coming back to make your day, aren't they? You know, my doctor asks me every time I go in there, have you had any recent falls? But nobody ever does anything about it. Nobody ever goes, oh, are you okay? Did you hurt anything? Just did you fall? Did you fall? Yes, I did. When was the last time you fell? Oh, a couple weeks ago. Did you break? That would be the next question, right? Did you break anything? They go, okay. And then almost as an afterthought, they'll go, did you go to the emergency room? Nope. I laid on the floor for 5 hours until my husband got home. Oh. That's almost as good as the "do you feel safe at home" question. Yeah. They don't freaking listen. They do not listen. Remember when my gallbladder went bad and they kept telling me it was sprained muscles, and I kept telling them it was not a sprained muscle. It's not a sprained muscle, you dum-dums. Okay, we're going to do this one. I'm going to do this side. So we take this part off first. And then we'll take this out to 7.5. Nope, I want that side. What are you doing, dum-dum? I don't know. Okay, let me get this end off. I want this side. 7.5. Yeah, I know, right? Do you feel safe at home? I live alone. I was looking at him and go, just the cat count? And they always look at me like, and I go like, uh-huh. And they go, oh, okay. You shouldn't let him do that to you. Here's my card. Watch my YouTube channel. I don't let that cat do anything. He does what he pleases. I just drop treats and back away slowly. Okay. And we're going to get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. We're going to bring this back over because we're going to put the front sheet in. I'm just going to go right here. Like that. Okay, glue. Yeah, I feel safe from my partner, but my cat's trying to kill me. I don't think I'm amusing. Do you feel safe at home? No. All by myself. All right, let's take that part off because we want this side. Take that part off. And then 7.5. Right there. Put that over there. Take this part off. And then this 7 3/4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. That's the front of this little hoot nanny. It's going to go right here. Ink. We used to go on Friday nights when we were actively working as foster parents. We would go to this one Porta Sub. It's like a Subway, but better.
Much better.
Much better.
Bigger bread.
Bigger bread. We used to go in there, and the reason we went in there was because the lady that owned it knew we were foster parents, and she would give us a discount. And we would go in there, and we would order like 4 or 5 subs foot-long subs. And she'd cut them into fourths. And we would get home and we would pull them out and put them on a plate, big tray, and back away slowly as we told the kids food was there. Because Friday was their favorite night. There's always food in a movie, you know? You did good at school this week. So proud of you. Handled visitations, all that other stuff. Fantastic. We're gonna reward you on Friday. Doubly good if anybody had to get a shot that week. Because then they got ice cream. Let's just back away. Food! Mm. Get him, Christine. Give him shit, babe. All right. So now we have to put washi like where this stuff is because you can see it through the parchment where it says Amazon Basics. So we need to put some, ephemerin stuff on there. So let me get rid of this stuff real quick. We have all of this stuff that we can cut down and use and put in here. Yada, yada, yada. So, I printed all this accidentally on regular paper. So nothing is backed. Nothing's like, strong. I didn't put anything on cardstock. I'm an idiot. What can I say? And again, I say, graphic designers, if you're doing digitals, please stop putting faux ink around the pieces. I may not want to ink in that brown color. I may want to put, I don't know, blue on it. And then I have to go and cut all that brown off. Kind of a pain in the yaya. Anybody watching the fires in the Grand Canyon? It's really kind of sad. I guess the lodge is gone. That burnt down. I'm a little worried about the indigenous tribe at the bottom. I hope they're faring okay. I've been down there once. I had a permit to go down to camp there. They took permits, big deal. But it's beautiful down there. Like, oh my God, gorgeous. Like, the Grand Canyon is spectacular. But the bottom of it is, wow. This was many years ago that I went down there because there's no way I'd hike down there now, Fat old 56-year-old. You don't have to hike, though. You can take the horses. They got donkeys going down. Yeah, apparently it's burning to the ground. All right. I don't know if I want to gusset these. Or if I just want to do them flat. I'm going to do them flat. This one anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Yeah, it's a burning. They had it. They said 20% contained earlier, but now there's been a shift in the weather, and so now it's down to 4% contained. So no bueno. No bueno at all. Really? Excuse me.
He knows I picked up some.
Harry's out in the cataminium. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna cheat because it's gonna be like really slow if I don't. Whoa. Let me grab some 110. Yeah, I guess the lodge has been destroyed. And a few other things, concessions. And if the lodge has been destroyed, so is like the McDonald's and all that stuff. So I don't know about the Sky Bridge. But let's be honest, I'm not the kind of person that wants to do that. Okay. This will make my life a little easier. Let me let the dog in. Now that I put him out. One out, and one out, and one out. Let me in. Okay. We might do a tag there. All right, so now I'm going to cut these out. Oh, well. So if you made this project, you're welcome to join me in decorating. All right, what are we going to do with this? Let's put some washi tape. Sure. Washi tape. You got the cutest little washi tape. Tape, and let's do, I'm going to do a flower or something on that. Let's see. Just to be blue or white, because those are our colors here. And it could be yellow, but it's a leaf, but no, I don't like it. The blue doesn't work. Well, let's see. Anything white? There's that one. That one will work. There. And here we go. Grab my pinkings. Trim these out. Shoop. Shoop. And whoop. Didn't do too bad at lining that up. Down here. It's going there. Okay. I have to tell you guys that since I said I was going to get rid of this glue bottle, it stopped clogging. It's like, no, she's going to replace us. Need a thing. And I think I want that thing to be blue. Let me grab some glue for that. I need glue. Glue. so blue. Well, I sort of have some blue. It's this. Not exactly perfect, but it'll work. And I need the dye. I have a few of them. Okay. Let's run this through the little machine. Or not. Where the hell's the other cutting pad? Okay. Really should do cornflower blue, but we'll see what this looks like. If it looks like crap, I'll get a piece of cornflower out. Hello? Oh. Yeah, okay. If it looks okay, we'll use it. If not, I'll get out some cornflower blue. Ugh. Cornflower down here. Purple. That'll work. Of course, I don't need this many blue things, but we'll do it anyway. Okay. That. Bring this back over. You don't know, I might do a million tags that all need blue. Look, whatever I don't use, I'll put in my jar. Okay. All right, so my Temu order should be in within the next day or so. What did I do with my tag? Oh, here it is. Let's see. Yeah, that was the blue I needed. Okay. Mari's left us forever. This on. Get it straight, Els. There you go. Okay, little ink. There we go. Put that in the pocket. We'll finish that later. Nice writing space, though. Okay, next page. You do some writing here. But still need some zhuzh. Let's zhuzh. I just want this one that says notes. I'm putting it over here though. Notes. What do we got going on? So I was just working on the video that's going to be going live on Monday instead of our regular Monday tutorial. And I'm just trying to figure out how to put it together. So that's going to say notes, journal up there so we don't lose it. And then we're going to put a pocket over this. Let's see if I can get that out of there cleanly. Whew. Dang, I'm good. All right, ink. I'm just going to put that right there. We're hiding the Amazon Basics logo. That is on the file folder because I screwed up, used the wrong file folders. I don't know why. I just grabbed the wrong ones. All right. And now we need to put something in there. We're going to put this in there because it's backed. Okay. So some point next month before the kids go back to school, which is in like just a few weeks, we have to take our grands camping. We do it all the time. We didn't do it for quite a few years because, you know, there was other issues. But we took them last year and they're happy to be going back to the camping thing. All right, we need some washi tape over here, I think. Like right there. There's nothing. There's nothing. I gotta get that off of there. So grab my knife really quick. Yeah, so we'll probably take the Grands camping. It's kind of a jam thing. They all like to do it. We go up there. We spend a couple of nights. And you know, they just like, they want to sit out there under the stars, you know. Living in Vegas, you almost never see stars because we have so much artificial light. We're going to put these in here. We'll keep those out for now. Those ones that were not the right color. Come in there. Hey now, come here. Get up there where you belong. Okay. So we kind of want to do a belly band here. What should I do with? Now we do have all of these. Could do it this way. That's I don't like this. But you know what? We can get rid of it. Let's cut this off. Let's cut that edge off, and then we'll cut it down and see. So get rid of that. Let's see. I'm going to take it out to there. Take a little more off this side. Take that off. And this off. See how that goes. I need a piece of cardstock. What you put it on?
Hi, this is
This
Mike,
is
the Cox
2
Business
1/4.
Support, calling our recorded
Let's do
line.
this
Did you
2
say your name
1/2.
is Minnie? How's it going, Minnie? Oh, it's a fun-filled day every day. It's been one of those, I'll be honest. It's yeehaw.
You know what?
Yeah.
I need a piece
So,
of
hey, I got
file folder for this.
your
Let me grab it.
ticket here. It's Charlie Hotel Golf 015-450-696.
if I have one. That is big enough.
Now, I'm going to apologize right off the back on this. If I'm reading all this right and the timestamps I can see, our knock should have run a spirit test last night during the maintenance window or early this morning. And I don't see any notes for them on having done so. So my guess is they may not have had the time to do it or something happened. In which case they weren't able to do it. So I'm assuming at this point in time that they may be shooting for the maintenance window.
All right. So I'm going to cut this about there. I want this to be 2 1/2. Right about there.
You know how it goes. It's one of those, hey, fun times.
Right there. Put this here. Yep. That works for
Right?
me.
And it's the job we signed up for. Make it all work.
And I'm going to ink around here. So I'm trying to decide if I want to take them, just go up to the mountains, or if I actually want to make a trip out of it and go take an extra day off and go out to Cathedral Caves, which is a really cool place.
Yes.
We went one year. I took when Alex was young. She was probably about 16, 17. And we went up there and used the big blue bottle because it's a bigger piece. And come on, get started. There we go. Let it happen. There you go. Look at you. You're getting gluey. And it was fantastic. Just the right time of year. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't cold.
Were you not able to find the ticket, or?
We had a fantastic time. It was one of the last camping trips my mom went on before she passed away.
Oh, okay.
And Cathedral Caves is really awesome. It's natural sandstone that's been eroded by rain for thousands of years. And so it has like these crevices that you can walk into. They're not really caves. They're like crevasses, and but they call them, call it cathedral caves. Thank you. Yes, it looks better than the white. All right, so I only have like a dozen pages left to do. But I do have to run away, guys, because I have to go log into the game and be ready, when Hubbard gets off work. I have 6 characters. They all have a garden. I have to go and clean all the gardens up. I'm never going to be so happy as when I get the new topper for this thing. Ugh. So I'm going to keep working on this, and I don't know, we might finish it up next week, So if you want to put your book together and join me next week, we could, work on this together next week. But I am going to pick up all of this, put those away, and I will put all of this into a file.
All right, thank you.
Or an envelope.
Hello.
Something reasonable.
Hi, this is Mike with Cox Business Support, calling on a recorded line. Who do I have the pleasure of working with today?
Let me enter.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Let me. Here, we'll put it in here.
Okay, I got it. I was just trying to type it out. VENEDICPO or yeah, I got it. All right. Hey, did Minnie give you the ticket number I'm interested in?
Journal. We don't want to lose journal. Put that in there, and I will get a bag for this. We'll put it all in a bag, and next week
okay. I got the.
We can work on it.
Your ticket number. Your Charlie Hotel Golf.
And I'm going to leave this ink on the desk, so we know that's the color we're using. Stormy Sky.
And I'll be honest.
Hey, that sounds like a stripper name, doesn't it?
Give you a brief
Stormy
update
Sky.
on this.
Oh, wait a minute. I think that was a stripper.
Right, our knock
Didn't
was
she
supposed
sue the
to be
president?
suggested last night, or early this morning, at the maintenance window. And
Okay.
However, I do not see any notes from them on this
All right.
at this time. So
What
my
a
belief
mess
is
I
that
can
they
make
ran
in like
out of
an
time
hour.
to do it, or something
Hold
happened
on,
where they
no,
were
no.
not able to accomplish it at that time. So
That
my
has to be
assumption,
put away.
so my assumption is that they're going
These.
to run it this evening.
these.
Okay.
These are going in the strip bin. And these
All right.
I'm going to put in here because they're going to go in the pad pouch.
That's the only update I was
What
trying to give
else?
to y'all.
These will go in the bag with these.
I know we were supposed
Those.
to do spirit
Let me grab a
testing
bag.
last
Hold on,
night
I'll
for
go
the
back.
maintenance window, but I don't see any notes since then. So I'm assuming that something happened. They didn't get to it. They didn't bring it out of time, or whatever happened. So. Is it still assigned to that group?
I have a bunch of these big bags because they let me put my projects in them without losing them.
Well, I would assume so. Yes, I would have to say if they didn't do it last
That.
night, they're probably pushing it for tonight.
And then I'll write myself a note. Stormy skies. Okay. Put that in there.
Right.
That way, for whatever reason, I go, why is this ink out? And I put it away. I remember. Okay, I won't remember, but I'll be able to read it and find out.
I know we are with our team.
I'm like the anti-elephant.
Fun time,
All right, so I'm going to put this over here, out of the way,
All right, buddy. Anything else I can try to assist you with today, kind sir?
on the pile of journals yet to be.
All right. Thank you for using Cox, and have yourself a fantastic day.
So we have
Thank you. Bye-bye.
a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow we have mixed media. And then we have the game on Sunday. Monday, it's blank because we have a new thing coming up. I'm going to tell you on Sunday what that is. I'm not going to tell you before that. And I'm not just bailing on you guys. Realistically, I'm bailing because my sugar's dropping. I can feel it. And I need to eat. Let's see. Get my head on straight. So I have sort of a craft with me on Tuesday. It's a magnetic closure pocket. It's not live. We have a few things going on. One, if you want to participate in the washi swap, you need to sign up by the 14th because sometime around the 15th or 16th, I'll be giving you guys a list and we'll be mailing out. So you have until the 14th to do that. What else? There is a link. No, there's not. It's not in there. There's over in the Facebook group, there's a pinned to the top. There's a question as to what you think the Dark Macabre should be this year. So put that in there. And I will be posting for the next video, the next journal series, because we're almost done with this one that we're currently working on during the day. What else? Trying to think. Washi swap. Oh, today's the 1st, and I have to put out the announcement, which I'll put in the group later. But the announcement for the Projects of 25 Challenge, what this month's items are. Right? What else? I am working on quarterly projects. I will be getting Happy Mails out soon. Our sale this month is on the 10th, so a week from Sunday. God, there's so much going on, guys. Look at how jam-packed this month is. So that's what we've got going on. So if you're new here and I have not yet offended you, push the button, ring the bell, give me a chance. I will. I promise. Eventually, I will offend you. Check out. Let's see. Would you like some free digitals? You can get those from my Ko-Fi. Would you like to know what my schedule is when I'm live, when I have live sales, when I have free classes, when I have, just time on my hands, when I'm what my videos are every week? Maybe you want to know that. Maybe you'd like to join the tribe and become part of our Facebook community. Let's see what else. Maybe you'd like to support the channel. All of the links for that, if you go down to the description box and click on more, it's going to open up and give you a whole bunch of links that you can go to get all those things. So that's it. That's all I have. Until I see you again, stay hydrated, stay cool, and stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye.